Good morning, bedheads. Click. I'm not drinking out of here because this is my second video with this amazing bedhead that I have this morning on May 21st. And Lucy was drinking out of my cup. It's got water in it. She wasn't drinking coffee, but coffee is my spirit animal. How cute is that? Somebody gave that away from from a thrift store. So cute. Coffee is my spirit animal. I love that so much. In fact, today I think I'm gonna pull. We're gonna do an oracle message, but I'm gonna pull the spirit animal. I'm not gonna ask the lead team today. I'm just gonna pull the spirit animal card deck that I have because we haven't used it for a while. So, but today we are going to be starting to explore Daniel Scranton. You guys, I have to go and actually listen to him on YouTube, but he channels the Arcturian Council, and I got this book. It's super thick. It's huge. It's an 8.5 by 11. It's a little expensive. It's like $25. So, but so worth it in my opinion. I will link it below if you want to buy it through our link. It doesn't cost him any more money or you any more money. We just get a little commission, but either way, you might not want to buy it on Amazon. So I get that. So it's the only way we have, that's the only place we have it. So anyways, we are going to go over, I just want to talk about some of these things. Like I'm going to, I'm not going to obviously go through the whole book because that would be an issue. Can't do that. But I do want to have a few videos on some of the things that he's talked about. What I love about this is that every page is a message from the Arcturian Council. And every message is one per page. Really short. So easy to read at night when you're going to bed. Look at all my underlining. And so I thought I would just read a couple and we'd talk a couple, we'll just do one per video and have a conversation. Ask the lead team using the dowsing rods about some of the questions that might come up for me. And then I'll pull a card and just get some feedback about it as well. Okay. So interesting. He's got I got to get the other ones, you guys. I'm just going to have to. He's got 5 or 6 of them and they're all in different colors, which is kind of cool. I really like his little series here. Has anybody listened to him? Daniel Scranton? Scranton. If not, go check him out. I haven't listened to him. I think I did once because this was in my Amazon list. So I must have listened to him and I put it in there, but he hasn't come up in my feed for a while. You know how that goes. Okay, so the Arcturian Council is a 9th dimensional collective of beings who are evolved and ascended within the Arcturian star system. By comparison, they say we are in the 4th dimension and we are ascending to the 5th. We, meaning us. So they're in the 9th dimensional collective of beings. They are a 9th dimensional collective of beings. We are in the 4th dimension, they say, and we are ascending to the 5th. Okay. So this one was written, I believe this is the first one. I tried to get the first one, The Shift to the 5th Dimension. I think it said book 1, volume 1 or something in the shop. And this one was written in 2018. Now, they were probably channeled prior to that. So it doesn't say when they were channeled, but obviously, this was published in 2018. So he obviously channeled these maybe the year before. Okay, so 2017. So very interesting. They do say the Arcturians no longer incarnate in physical bodies. They are consciousness, energy, light, and love, and their desire is to be of service to humanity. Thank you, Arcturians. In fact, we'll talk to the Arcturians today. Why not? Am I saying that right? Arcturian. Okay. By all accounts, the Arcturian star system is like a spiritual retreat center. Oh, how awesome. And beings who incarnate there do so to explore their spirituality, expand, grow, and basically take the physical and non-physical experiences of being aspects of source as far as they possibly can. So we might have parts of our beings, parts of our souls there. I'd like to take my little fragment part of this, the soul that I am, and go visit that. You probably can if you do some meditation, right? Okay, so I'm just going to talk about, let's see, it's you don't even kind of know where to start. It's unbelievable. There's just so many cool things. Okay, let's focus today on physical upgrades. Okay, for us to ascend to the fifth dimension, these are the physical upgrades. So we'll just talk about that today. All right. So this is what they say. You have taken the steps forward on your journeys that are necessary to bring in the help that you've been getting. So we're getting help. You see, help isn't just distributed when you are in need of it. That's what happens when the help you need is coming from non-physical. So the help we need that is coming from non-physical is distributed when we need it, but when we demonstrate a readiness for help on a physical level, that's when your physical extraterrestrial brothers and sisters are able to step in. I'm not sure I understood that. Let's read that again. So help isn't just distributed when you are in need of it. That's what happens when the help you need is coming from non-physical. Oh, non-physical. But when you demonstrate a readiness for help on a physical level, that's when your physical extraterrestrial brothers and sisters are able to step in. Anyways, regardless of that first part of that, it's important to demonstrate a readiness for their help. So if you want our extraterrestrial brothers and sisters to step in, we need to ask them for help. We are demonstrating a readiness for help on a physical level. So how do we do that? The higher you raise your vibration, the closer you are in proximity to them. And so it doesn't become as much about help as it does collaboration, which is why I changed how we talked with the lead team now and thank them for partnering with us. I used to just thank them and be with gratitude, but now I'm thanking them for partnering with us because it is a collaboration. They're doing a job, we're doing a job. That's how it is. There's no hierarchy. I used to think there was a hierarchy and I'd be like, oh, you're in our presence. No, I don't think they want us to view him that way. I don't think Jesus wants us to view him that way. It's not a hierarchy. We are doing this collaboratively. So I love that. Now, they say, what you are collaborating on are some upgrades that will tide you over physically until you are fully occupying your light bodies. Now, let me just tell you in the very beginning up here, it says, greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. And then they start their message. Okay, so that was an interesting sentence. So now what you are collaborating on. So we are collaborating with them. We've asked them for help on some upgrades that will tide us over physically, until we are fully occupying our light bodies. When you let the help in, so let's all ask for the help right now. I want to let it in. I'm letting it in. And you receive the upgrades to your physical bodies so that you can carry more light in them. You are not only granting permission to continue on this journey with your extraterrestrial friends, but you are also exercising your free will to make the experience of your ascension easier. Yes, let's all say right now out loud, I would like to make my ascension process easier. So please help me upgrade my physical body. And apparently they've been doing that. At least I think since 2012. as if I go further in this book. I think since 2012, they've been helping us upgrade our bodies. If you've heard other things, please share. Okay. We know, they say, that it has been very hard on you emotionally. It's just so nice to have that recognition, isn't it? And second to the emotional hardship has been the physical symptoms. Second to the emotional hardship has been the physical symptoms. I think a lot of us here can understand what they mean. You have all endured so many ascension symptoms. And I did put, what are they? Do we all just experience, what do you guys think the ascension symptoms are? What have your assumptions? Like, are you associating things going on in your body as ascension symptoms? I've just always associated things as aging. So, but where is the difference for those of us who are older now? Maybe a lot of the new things that younger people experience, more anxiety, more people on the spectrum, more different ways of viewing sexuality. Maybe that's all ascension symptoms. We don't have to call those symptoms, but ascension is part of the ascension process, right? It kind of, it's interesting because I did have a friend. I have a friend, I've mentioned her before. We have coffee together every month and a half. She's 30 years younger than me. And she was telling me that, she's working with her anxiety and she doesn't want to take an antidepressant like I do. So I'd rather have an antidepressant, which, let's not go down that rabbit hole. I would love to go off of it and feel the feels, but the anxiety with the menopause is too much. It's just too much. I wouldn't even be doing these videos right now. Trust me, I would be in a frozen state. So, it's not worth it. I'll have to, try at some point to whatever. Okay. So, but anyway, so my first thought is ascension for her. That is for her to be thinking about it as an ascension process. So the question is that true? Like, it says you have all endured so many ascension symptoms. So the question is, what are they? And some of you for decades, have been struggling to feel right in your physical bodies. Yes. Now, with this final upgrade, they say, you will be able to handle the light and the codes that you will be downloading, which we're apparently doing at night when we're sleeping. You will be able to make a transition into a light body seamlessly. And you will see a gradual letting go of the ascension symptoms, even the ones you've been carrying around for decades. Wow. That's amazing. But again, how do we separate? Does anybody have any understanding of how we physically grow older? I'm 57. You physically grow older and separate that from ascension symptoms. I'm not sure. They say this is a big step forward for humanity, and the timing is right as you are now in the final stages of the seemingly endless ascension journey. It will all be worth it, they say, however, in the long run, and you will recognize how every experience, no matter how painful, was a part of this journey and a necessary one. How amazing is that? I love that so much. All right, well, let's chat with them real quick. So I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides, guardians, the lead team collective, and only those of the highest and purest light, and the Arcturian Council, and ask Archangel Michael to please protect my channel, your channel, the lead team collective, our community, the Arcturian Council, and so it is all of the highest and purest light. Amen. Hey, lead team. So I've already said the law of challenge today, so I don't need to say that again. I did that in the previous video. So lead team, hello. Very interesting about these physical upgrades. Is it appropriate for us to tap into the Arcturian Council? Can we do that? Yes. Okay, cool. Maybe you guys, after this video, so tomorrow, God, I got so many things to record, but why don't we do a pendulum message for tomorrow night from the Arcturian Council? We'll do a pendulum message. Okay. Because I could literally we could spend a whole year going, but we can't do that copyright issue, but going through every passage in here. And he has like 5 volumes, but we will do a few. Okay. Okay, so let's bring in the Arcturian Council then. Thank you so much for being here and collaborating with us. Amazing. So you channel through David Scranton, is that correct? Yes. Okay. Thank you. You wrote, I love all your messages in the books. I got this one book and I love it. Thank you so much for your messages. Really helpful. So is it true that would anybody in this community, is everybody in this community experiencing ascension symptoms? Yes. Are all human beings living on Earth experiencing ascension symptoms? Yes. Regardless if they are ascending to the 5D, regardless? Yes. Okay. So I don't know how to add, maybe I can ask this with the pendulum, you guys, is how to know the difference with the ascension symptoms. How do we know the difference? I'm going to have to ask them on the pendulum between aging and ascension symptoms. Maybe I'll ask them on the pendulum. Okay, so what do we want to know? Are we at the end of the physical upgrades so that we will be able to utilize our full light bodies? Yes. So you wrote about this, I'm guessing in 2016, 2017? Yes. Is 2026 the end of the physical upgrades? No? Okay. Was the physical upgrade, are we done with the physical upgrades? No. Okay. Do we need to ask you specifically for assistance, each of us individually, if we want additional help with the ascension process? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to ask it on behalf of you guys right now. And if you don't want that, then just cut, clear, and cancel it. Okay. So on behalf of this community, I am requesting help. Any assistance that you feel is in our highest and best interest individually and collectively. So please look at each of us individually and whatever is in our highest and best interest individually. That you help us receive the upgrades to our physical bodies so that we can carry more light in them. And we are giving you permission to help us on that journey so that sorry, you guys, to make the experience of our ascension easier. We would like it to be a little easier if possible, emotionally and physically. So whatever you can do for each of us individually and collectively to make it a little bit more gentle, but ensuring that it gets done, that would be amazing. So thank you, Arcturian Council. What questions do you guys have? We can always do a second on the physical upgrades. I mean, we literally could spend 3 nights just talking about these physical ascension symptoms. So let's do that. Okay, so what we'll do, you guys, is I'm going to ask them for a message from spirit animals. Okay. But let's do this. Put your questions about Ascension symptoms. You can even ask personal ones if you want, and we'll see how they work out in the list. Okay. Entertainment purposes only, obviously. So ask your questions. Tomorrow night, I will do pendulum conversation with them about Ascension symptoms and see what they have to tell us. And then the next night, I will answer your questions. We'll do a full SG. And maybe that's how we'll do this, is then the next day, well, it depends on what comes up in the world and I want to talk about. But because I've got so many different things I want to do, the next time we'll have another conversation about one of their other passages and then do the same thing. But I think this Ascension symptom stuff is interesting. And the light bodies. Do you have questions about the light body? What is it that we're going to be experiencing? How is that all going to work? What questions do you guys have about this? Let me know and I will pull them. Okay. All right. So let me go grab the Spirit Animal Oracle deck and we'll see what message the Arcturian Council has for us. Oh my, I haven't used this for a while. The Spirit Animal Oracle. I got to stop asking the SGs or the lead team what decks they want to use because they don't always spread them out. I can choose sometimes. Okay, so Arcturian Council, using this Spirit Animal Oracle deck, can you give us a message, please, regarding the physical upgrades that we've been talking about and the Ascension process to our light bodies? Anything you want us to know about that, anything you want us to be doing, would be amazing. Any kind of tips you have for us. What can you tell us through the Spirit Animal Oracle? What's your spirit animal, you guys? This year, my spirit animal, I actually change them. I asked for a new spirit animal using this deck, by the way. I have videos on spirit animals. You could type in spirit animals in the channel. Oh my God. That is my spirit animal for this year. That's hilarious. It just completely went like this, popped right out of the deck like that. I'm not kidding you. I didn't even tell you what it was yet, and it just popped out of the deck. Thanks, Arcturian Council. That's amazing. But every year at the beginning of the year, and you can go do this anytime. At the beginning of the year, I do a reading and we pull like 15 cards, and then you get to choose which your spirit animal is. And that's how I'm doing it. What was mine last year, you guys? You guys probably remember more than I do if you've been around. What was it again? How do I forget what my spirit animal is? Okay, I got a couple cards here. Let's see if one of them is. Anyways, I haven't really worked with the seahorse too much. Melinda sent me some beautiful seahorse crystals or stones, and I got to get in there and play with them a little bit. So, okay, so Arcturian Council, which did I pull the card you want to have us read? Yes. Do you want me to read the one on the far right? Yes. The one in the middle? No. The seahorse? No. Did you just pop the seahorse up to say hello? Like, hello, I'm listening to you. That's amazing, you guys. I mean, come on. Do you guys know how many cards are in this deck? A lot. How many cards are in this deck? 68 cards. And that's the one that popped out, was mine. I mean, come on. There's just no way that you can't tell me we're not chatting with, somebody cool. Okay, this is going to be funny. All right, here is the scarab beetle. It's a beetle. Magic works through you. Okay, it's a number 7, 52. 5 plus 2 is 7. Is that scarab? I don't know how to pronounce that word. We got beetle spirit. Magic works through you. Remember what we're talking about, what we asked for guidance on here. Okay. Oh, there's a protection message. I love that. Okay, let's see. How long is this? So now is a time for great optimism. Well, I better tell you about this beetle first. In ancient Egypt, the scarab beetle was revered for the creative magic of scarab beetle spirit. Reminds us that we can bring forth something extraordinary, seemingly out of thin air. Oh, so I think that's what our light bodies are going to be letting us do. More telepathy, being able to transport ourselves easier from one location to another. That'll be amazing. The scarab beetle spirit reminds you that spirit has given you the gift of infinite potential. Again, that's what the light body, that's how I'm interpreting this, is what the light body is going to do. So get excited about that. You have an ally as your fashion something. Oh, you have an ally as you fashion something new or repurpose the old, for spirit co-creates with you, channeling energy through you so that you feel replenished and revitalized as you make magic with what is at hand. Now is a time for great optimism, for you can accomplish anything you desire and your creative endeavors will come to fruition. Miracles, opportunities, abundance, and love will appear seemingly out of nowhere as you allow spirit to work through you and magically manifest what you need. So that's how I'm interpreting this, is that is message about what the light body is going to do for us. The protection message is, do you doubt your unique inner magic? Are you afraid that you have no originality or that creative juices don't flow through you? Perhaps you mistakenly believe you're not the creative manifesting type. Scarab beetle spirit, the message is that creativity is a living force that comes to all of us from spirit, who wants every person on the planet to manifest magic and co-create the world anew. Co-create the world anew. You are as capable of resilience and innovation as anyone. If you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got. So draw inspiration into your being and begin to playfully create something new, and do it without any judgment. Creativity and magic are your legacy as an expression of the Creator, so let them flow through you. What are you getting from this? The Arcturian Council message about our light bodies, our ascension symptoms. How is this resonating with you? That's awesome. I love that so much. All right, let us know in the comments, you guys. Have a conversation about this, please, so that we can learn from each other. And, you know, then everybody knows you're not alone, too, in the Ascension symptoms. I think that's really important. And I will see you tomorrow night for the pendulum message from the Arcturian Council. Let me just double check with them and make sure they're wanting to do that. Will you guys, would you feel comfortable having a pendulum message, a conversation with me through, using the pendulum? Yes? Okay, awesome. All right. Thanks, Arcturian Council, and thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow night. Take care. Bye-bye.